of qualification, especially their national leagues. So now they will be picking on 1 or 2 teams from such countries, and they will be hosting some games in those countries. They say no group stage, but 8 games will be played, let's say in Kazakhstan or Turkmenistan, or they will be playing in Ukraine, or they will be playing in Georgia. We just don't know how they are planning this, but they say neutrality would be a key, because they would take some of the games out of Europe. They would take some of the games out of Europe so that they would bring the game closer to the people.
We are going to raid these things. We are going to raise them again. The trophies.
Edgar, there will be also inclusion. Okay, 36 clubs will participate in the Champions League. That is what we used to call the group format, giving 4 more sides an opportunity to compete against the best clubs in Europe. Those 36 clubs will also participate in a single round robin, whereby 8 of them will qualify first. And the Arsenals, I just don't know. I don't know if we guys are going to survive this, yeah? Most of the teams are going to suffer within this, because there has always been those shocks in the group stages. But this time when we are playing for survival, you don't know what a team from Cyprus like Apoel Nicosia will do to Man City. You just don't know what a team like Istanbul Besiktas will do again to Manchester United. So, under the new format, teams will play 8 matches in the new league phase. This will be 8 games. Like we have been playing 12. Yeah, we have been used to playing 12. But this time we shall be playing 8 under the new format. But instead of fixing each team twice, we shall be playing once, but to play more teams. This is all about the new format of the Champions League. Therefore, it will give an opportunity for clubs to test themselves against a wider range of bigger clubs across the world.
But it's going to be better. Me, I'm looking at it as something that's going to be played. It's going to be interesting. New countries,
very interesting.
Inside, new clubs on board. Not so
very interesting, Edgar. So later we shall see Atletico taking on Inter Milan, and Borussia Dortmund will be taking on PSV. Whereas tomorrow we shall see FC Porto taking on Arsenal, a game that we are anticipating it will be a draw, because Arsenal has been on form and FC Porto, the other side, is also on form. The Napoli will be taking on FC Barcelona. Edgar, you remember what Italian teams do to Barcelona? They are likely, most likely, recruiting Jurgen Klopp at the end of the season, but we are not yet certain about that. But yeah, this side has already said he's not coaching any other team in the English Premier League, but speculation is taking him to Barcelona. He's not coaching any other team in the English Premier League. Yeah, he said he feels he's running out of energy to do the same thing in the English Premier League. Therefore, he is switching. We just don't know why this man is running away from the Premier League. Is it the Guardiola and Mikel Arteta pressure, or is it Guardiola and Mikel Arteta pressure? Ten Hag comes slightly down there in the list that this man is giving out. He has not faced some challenges from Eric Ten Hag. How many times has Manchester United beaten Liverpool ever since Ten Hag came to Manchester? You really can answer that question. Edgar knows that one better. But we think Liverpool are still enjoying the presence of Jurgen Klopp this time around, because Jurgen has actually been named the coach of the month at Liverpool in English Premier League, and this is one of his... He's a good coach. He's a good manager. The fact that you can say he's a good coach, then we shall accept. One of the many, Jurgen Klopp has been named the January manager of the month, having
and he's most likely to take this trophy by the way.
Having brought his talent to 8. Ever since he joined Liverpool, he has now won 8 manager of the month trophies and accolades. Away from that, we had a very busy weekend. That's why I was telling Edgar that I never expected him to work today, simply because we had a busy Umbara Corporate League season 2024 returning, the first edition at Kacheka. At first, we thought rain would disturb a bit.
Yeah, in the morning. I remember I even approached Benton and told him I was like, human.
Look for those rainmakers, yeah?
And then he also told me, Nsaba enkuba tetonya. Nensaba, sajja watu nensaba. Enkuba tetwagira banabasabira mwena ba JUSPER bagala nyugira.
No. But Edgar, everybody expected that day to be muddy because in the morning rain threatened
I'm telling you.
to pass.
It was even drizzling by the way. It was drizzling. I thought me as what were banga dinning at we are just waiting for it to
traditionally.
Thank God. By 3, whoever came at around 3 couldn't imagine what was there at 9.
I just didn't know how Benton did this.
So basically, God is just interesting. That's how strong He is. In the morning it was drizzling, in the afternoon it was too hot.
For the faith, God is very, very great. And for the side of humans, I just don't know what Benton did to avoid that. We have pictures.
Young numbers are there, and that's what happened.
Edgar, if you're the one who prayed for that rain to go away,
I said, God, we've planned for this day. This is our very first outing. Now you come unto us, help us. We don't need rain. For today at least.
We have pictures. We have pictures of teams that participated. I think that was Mbara Sports. I was part of that team. However, I could not feature for them in all the games.
Still injured, but at least that team looks strong.
It's not as strong as... we never lost a single game, Edgar. We went home at least with 5 points after drawing twice. Yeah, we drew twice.
Against first outing, I can tell you first outing.
Against Nile Breweries and those Churuhura legends. Those were tough games. That is 35 plus. That is guest band management. You could clearly see Engineer Agre, you know that man, then Engineer Hashim, then Engineer Koleb, Doctor. You can see all those people. The Samanthas you have seen. Now that is also another team that gave us some good representation there. Amity Realitas, you can clearly see very well balanced, but that is in open category. Those are young boys. They cannot just run with us.
They are very smart as well.
Yeah.
That's what they call the corporate league.
Gender balance. Even they have 2 ladies as part of the team. One of the ladies was playing in the midfield. Ladies this time, I think they have upped their game. Some of the ladies.
That lady playing in guest band, the 35 plus category. That lady is bad news. Was playing behind me.
That's Samantha. You saw in the other picture that played first. Samantha is in is bad news.
Defending.
And she's tough, and she's tough.
I was very happy about
Mbara medical representatives. They were young as well. I just don't know if these are young doctors, the young graduates. Yeah?
I think so.
They were kind of sogarific. They were always here and here, jumping. They're not. Anyway, we expect.
That's what we should know.
We expect each and everything. But there's a team I expect to be making news here and there. Team Chibaju. That's the team. That's the team with somebody in a cape. Yeah, there are 2 people in a cape, but there's somebody in an Argentine jersey. You can see he was not even putting on a uniform. No, but Edgar. That team looks to be a complete one. What else would we expect if not wins? Look at Coach Makoa.
And remember, there are 3 more players that are out there.
Look at Babu. Look at Winyama. We call this guy Winyama, the one in front and at the far left. Yeah, we nicknamed him Winyama because he's a strong one. Look at the coach anyway, EDGAR.
By the way, we played very well. We defeated the Gist Band.
I just can't tell.
We defeated...
very strong. Dr. Alex, I can see.
We played against Digital Manager at Miracle. It was a draw.
What was the scoreline in that game?
0-0. 0-0.
EDGAR could not even afford scoring against Manucho. Yeah?
It was our first game and people were still scattered somehow. Their minds were not yet fresh. We needed a rematch somehow, somewhere. Just like a friendly.
It will be, no, not even a friendly, but you will find, by luck, you will find yourselves into the same group in the next outing.
They don't even want to play against us again. Whoever played against Team Chibaju.
Team Chibaju has actually brought some competition, some heat in the league. One of the teams that has actually been pronounced here and there. We expect Team Chibaju to put up a kind of a big difference in this league.
We are going to
I just don't know about your patron. I just don't know if she will feature in the second tournament. She has to be there. Team Chibaju.
Which tournament?
Honorable Chibaju, you have to come in the second leg here in the corporate league. She has to be there at least to represent.
To be there physically. She will come.
Because this team has brought.
She'll come in one of.
This team has actually increased the heat I think she has to be there and in the second outing. That is next month.
But precisely, corporate league is interesting.
Very interesting.
Leave alone or what we talk about. It's an interesting event, and I thank Benton, by the way. Thank you very much.
We really need to
Yes, people are even doing it. I'm told even some other areas are doing it. And it's from here, from Benton's staff here, initiative.
They're now replicating.
People, yes. And you see it. The good thing is that corporate league bar still remains unique. There's a way, unique. There's that uniqueness in it, and we're happy about it.
Yeah. So over 70 companies took part at Kacheka on Sunday the 18th. We had a billboard that had the logos of all these teams that took part in the league. So the corporate league 2024 season officially kicked off on Sunday 18th. Some of the teams went home crying because they suffered very heavy defeats. We have a team here in the corporate league that suffered something like 20-0, a loss that was not good for the investors. If it were injecting some money, I will be letting you know about 20. Just one match. 20, Edgar. Things are tight in the league. So that was all about the Ambara Corporate League season 2024. Now we expect the second outing to return around the 20th of March. That is next month. Away from that, we have something about the under 20 men for the national team here in Uganda. They have been invited to play in Ethiopia. EDGAR, that's the team that is actually traveling tomorrow. They will be traveling tomorrow. They will be in Ethiopia. They will be playing against Djibouti, Kenya, and Somalia, plus the other, the Horn of African country, Eritrea. So they will be competing in, according to the statements from FUFA. FUFA has confirmed that the Uganda under 20 men's national team will take part in the invitational football tournament organized by Ethiopia, and that there's that football, we can say it's a football arm in the Horn of Africa. It's actually hosted at New Diawara Stadium, and we expect to be the winners of that tournament. Edgar, if we
Uganda Hippos.
Yes, the Uganda Hippos, we expect them to win beginning from 24th to 28th in February. The statement from Ahmed Masha, one of the communications director, read, and we shall wait to see what he promised us. If we take part in this inaugural tournament, it's an invitational one, we shall see. But according to our standards, I think Uganda should win that. Away from that, there has been a launch of new Uganda Cranes jersey, Uganda Cranes physical balls, Uganda Cranes kits, made by the Janzi, and the new balls nicknamed Zakayo in commemoration of our late chimpanzee. You remember the Zakayo in 2018? So this time that ball has been... They took that picture to give a message that in every neighborhood, in every homestead, we need a ball so that we can raise a number of footballers, so that in every part of this nation we have footballers trained and groomed, so that Uganda should not lack footballers like we have been lacking. You know, we have been put on neck hold simply because we had no variety of footballers to choose from when it came to the national team. But this time, the federation is aiming at bringing football closer to every homestead. These balls, the Zakayo brand balls, will be costing between 50 and 100,000, which the federation thinks it is affordable for at least
are they good?
Very
good?
Well, very genuine.
At 50?
Yeah, at 50. Yeah,
just because the promotional thing?
Because it's promotional, because the federation is aiming at working with the government to reduce on the taxes that are levied. Not yet, because they are still limited to only the federation merchandise shop, and a few pieces have been brought into the country. However, the big league teams, the Super League teams,
are meant to play those balls.
They are meant to use those ones. They have been given 20 balls for the Super League teams, and 50 each team. They actually gave some of them. I have not seen from Barra City because I did not even see a representative from Barra City in that launch. I think they will be delivered. One of the surprises was Mutenda, this SCVIA president, who purchased 100 balls. I just don't know where he was taking them to, whether to SCVIA or to another donation. I just don't. Yeah, people will buy because we have been having problems.
Now, as far as MP engeri gye bagiseeramu, if it's good quality, kuba wana empira emibi mitwalo 7 ate nga mubi.
Yes, you
ofuna omuntu omupiira nga mulungi
at 50
mitwalo 5, you buy and you know.
So we have
I expect to see those balls almost everywhere
around the country. So that's why they are saying we should bring the ball. Yeah, Zakayo. It's a new brand now. You have seen that ball.
Zakayo,
Zakayo, the ball, the chimpanzee. You remember the chimpanzee that actually passed on in 2018. The federation boss, that is Engineer Moses Magogo, in his statement said that we are trying to do this to bring football as part of the tourism industry in Uganda, so that people should not be visiting places. It's kind of technical when it comes to planning and thinking. Where is this country going? I just can't tell about that. Away from that, we have somebody who shares the name with this big man here. He is my boss anyway. I'm not getting my eyes through him. Somebody called ALAMPA made some record somewhere in Fisu. Those are the pictures that we got you from.
Yeah. Isn't that guy a lawyer even? Yeah, from BSU.
That's the man from BSU, and he brought home a piece of gold. Just look at him.
Yeah, that look at trotting.
Edgar, after that very long distance, you even
he
was actually asking for directions. Which way do I take, here or here? You know, that kind of cross country, it is always in one place, but designated to feature the distance expected to be covered. Edgar, when you are not guided, you can end up going back from where you started from. So he had to keep asking, which way do I take? I take this side or this side. Yeah, that's our Ugandan representative. ALAMPA brought home that gold, so we congratulate him.
They were inter-university games?
Yeah. That is a FISU. Yeah. So, Edgar, when you participate in FISU, you have made it all, because we never expected even BSU to have a representative in these games. Edgar, that was a very big achievement for Bishop Stewart University.
ALAMPA?
Yeah, he's called ALAMPA. He shares the name with you. I just don't know, Edgar.
And that was very good of him.
I'm waiting for you to also to
and it clearly shows that BSU are training guys there. The people are training.
Very much.
And it still shows that regardless, whichever course you're taking, you can continue and move with another career.
Yes.
He's a lawyer. He's a lawyer in the making. Yes. And at the same time, a very good athlete. We don't know where he will stop as far as athletics are concerned, but still he has a career. He can join into that law venture. But at the same time, his skill, his ability, his talent. That's interesting.
His talent and skill. Edgar, the big league will return in the coming week, and we're waiting for the big boys now. That is the league that everybody has to salute. Edgar, you just don't know what it means to travel from Barokol and you're coming to Mashaka or Kanung. You're going to play one league in just 2 days, Edgar. It's not simple at all. So the league returns with fixtures of Chinda Boys Mitiana taking on Kataka, one of the longest distances to be now covered in that game. Another one is Chetume, who will be taking on Chigezi Homeboys. Now Chigezi also have to face the wrath of the road. Black Spar will be taking on Young Elephant, and Black Spar is in Lira. So that game will be played at the late John Akibua Memorial Stadium, and Mbale Heroes will be taking on Ginger North United at Mbale Municipal Stadium. Calvary will be playing at Midigo at home, playing Karoka Runji, one of the other long distance racks there for Karoka Runji. I just don't know if they will survive that one. Where in Kavumba, Police will be playing Lugazi. That's kind of a short distance between the two. And on Paraka, we'll be taking on Poma. That means players will travel from Masindi, and they will be going to West Nile. That is very far in Zombo. Edgar, big league is not for the faint-hearted. So we expect everything to happen. Away from that, an update coming in from Chitara. Benjamin Nyakojo returned to full fitness and he will be playing with that team. Trainings will be conducted with that senior team and we expect him to perform better. Benjamin suffered an injury which was scary way back in October when they were playing in the FUFA Drum tournament and he was representing his province, that is Toro. In badminton, Uganda is hosting an international tournament that will be commencing tomorrow at Lugogo. You can see the preparations. They were now doing the final touches at Lugogo Indoor Stadium. However, that very stadium is going to be demolished and reconstructed beginning with April. Teams that use Lugogo as their home ground will be forced to look for elsewhere, EDGAR. So that is the picture that we got you yesterday from Lugogo as they were putting on final touch preparations for the international badminton tournament that's coming up on 21st tomorrow. Away from that, basketball, we have actually seen the players of the week from both sides, men and women, as per game 4. Those are the players. Christian Ndibu, who plays for Ndeje, scored 20 points and 21 rebounds. One of standing performances there for men. And in women, we saw Hope Akelo for the second time being named the player of the week. She had 11 points and 20 rebounds and 10 assists. You can imagine a woman pulling off such a performance. Still, we have received news confirming that Ben Ochen has returned to police. EDGAR, Ben Ochen had left Uganda for a run inside Sevenge, but now he has returned and he has a 2-year contract to work with police again. And finally, we all know that football is not for the faint-hearted, but badminton still can take you a challenge further. One of our own, Africa's seeded #1, have actually confirmed that she will be taking part after suffering in the Uber tournament, after suffering that nasty injury in the Uber Thomas tournament in Egypt. Now she returns. Ladies and gentlemen, we have some words from our own Gazida. Let's hear from that lady. If she tells us that she will be participating, we shall be very, very eager to hear what she says.
And I just came back from the All Africa Senior. My name is Fadila Shumika, Ugandan badminton player, and I just came back from the All Africa Senior Championship. Yes, unfortunately, I got an injury before my finals. I was doing quite well. I was quite confident about my game, but injuries are unavoidable, and it happened in my semis match. Within the match, I twisted my ankle twice. And the referees and the doctors advised me to retire because it looked bad, but I wanted to push to make it to the finals at least. And that's what I did. And unfortunately, the severity of my injuries didn't let me play the finals. And I landed in Uganda today. I came this morning and I decided to do a scan. And it's fine. I have no broken bones, just a swollen ankle. And hopefully within 2-3 days, I should make recovery if I'm doing the right treatment. And I have a match again this week, local home ground Uganda International Series. And I feel like I should be fine to play. If I'm not, I will let the officials know, but most probably I will be fine to play. Of course, I'm not gonna...
She is seeded #1 in Africa in the under 23 category, so we expected her to miss the tournament, EDGAR, but now she has confirmed that she will be returning. We thought football is the only game where we experience such injuries, but this lady is one not to reckon with. We expected her to be out for over 6 months, but this time she is confirming she will even be taking part in the All Africa Games that are coming up on 13th March. Uganda is actually taking about 10 teams from 10 different sporting events, EDGAR. Last time in 2019, we brought home 13 medals, and this time we just don't know how many we are going to bring home.
Okay, thank you very much, Jasper. Later on, he will of course come back at 3 p.m. We take a break. When we return, the Morning Blaze continues.